Alright, so here it is, clean and running. Got a little bit of a rattle there. Let's figure that out when we're bringing it in over the weekend. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be bringing it in over the weekend. For some reason, and I still haven't quite figured this out yet, the headlight motors just stopped working. I gotta do a little bit more research on that. I got the factory service manual so I can figure out, schematics and whatnot, but yeah, just gotta look it up. And automatic seatbelt. God, I hate these. At least the window goes up. So, part. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we got some lens flare going. Oh, whoop. There we go. All right, so you can see the infamous speedometer not working. Damn it. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I do have an analog gauge cluster, but I don't have the sub harness for it. I just have the one that plugs directly into the back of it. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to show you this little feature. No radio! So I get a little Bluetooth. Hey, it works. For now. Got a couple other ideas that I want to do with the interior, especially audio. Audio is a big thing with me, so moonroof, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that this is actually my third 240sx, and I actually just sold one to get this. I had a silver hatchback in '89, and it had some frame rot. The frame rails were pretty much, yeah, they were garbage, and it was either take the time to try to fix it, which I didn't really have a problem with doing, or just get another chassis. And one of my friends who frequents New York, who frequents New York, who actually sold me the silver hatchback, he found this one, and he got a good deal on it. And him and I are friends and stuff like that, so we pretty much, give each other deals, we help each other out. And when he told me that he got this one, I was like, dude, I am totally interested in this car. So as soon as, I have the funds, I want to buy it. And I had some things done with the hatchback that I kind of wanted to keep. Like, I had an exhaust on it. It wasn't really anything special, but this doesn't have an exhaust. This is factory with, just a cheap muffler or something welded to it. So I kind of wanted to carry over the exhaust. I had some lowering springs, some H&R lowering springs that I actually bought off a Craigslist for $50 from a dude that didn't even know that they had Coney yellow shocks with them. Yeah, so that was a score. I wanted to keep those. And then what was the other thing? I did a manual swap on it, so I kind of wanted to keep those parts. This, with this being automatic, I'm okay with the automatic, but yeah, converting it to manual and then converting the other one back to automatic just to sell it would have been preferred. But yeah, I had the car sitting at my job that I just left, and for a couple weeks actually. And somebody just like randomly approached me. They're like, "Hey, is this your car?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Okay, I mean, let's talk about it. You seem interested, obviously. And yeah, we just kept talking. Showed him some things about the car and whatnot, and I showed him the frame rails as well, so that he knew that what he was getting himself into. We agreed on a price, and that was that. And as soon as I sold the car to him, I pretty much called up my buddy in New York, and I was like, dude, how quickly can you get this car down here? And he was like, next week. I was like, word. So that's pretty much how I ended up with this car. Now, like I mentioned before, I do have some plans for it. You know, I've got like what I'm calling phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1, get it running good, get it looking good. Pretty much I just got some basic things. Very, very light. Actually, brakes, I'm just mainly going to stick with stock stuff. But I'm probably going to go with Brembo blanks and Hawk HPS pads and then some steel braided brake lines. Let's see, suspension-wise, I know a lot of people are, like, they really are, like, they really like coilovers and stuff like that, and I understand they have their place. I'm not really too concerned with the height adjustability, so I'm mainly looking at, what am I looking at? Oh, I'm getting, I want to get another set of H&R lowering springs and some KYB AGXs. Let's see, what else? Probably some suspension arm package from Njuku from ISR. Let's see. Oh, sway bars as well. I'm gonna get the ISR sway bars, the front and rear sway bars. Actually, I want to get a majority of my stuff from Njuku. They also got their radiator package that I want to get. And the megaphone, what is it, MBSE, I think, exhaust. I want to get that as well. And that'll pretty much round out getting it running, or at least driving okay. For the most part, I don't really have a problem with the way that it rides. Even the drivetrain, it runs smooth. It does have an oil leak and a power steering fluid leak, and the power steering fluid is actually pretty substantial. Like I gotta fill it, not just top it off. I gotta fill it every morning. Somebody just sent me a text message. So yeah, I gotta sort out the power steering mess. Whoa, we got something coming up here. Oh no. Jesus! How the fuck did you pull that off? Look at all that traffic. Look at all that traffic. Man, southbound. Oh, there's another text. Man, southbound 222 sucks right now. So where was I? Oh, yeah, mainly I got an oil leak that I gotta figure out where that's coming from. I think it might be the valve cover gasket, but I'm not sold on that right now. But the power steering fluid is, or the power steering leak is my priority. I got to figure that out. Other than that, I did actually find, and this sort of upset me a little bit, because my buddy that sold me this car should have known about it. There's a hole in the rear driver's side wheel well that goes through the floorboard, and yeah, I'm a little upset that I found that the way that I did after the fact. That should have been, he should have been aware of that. It should have made me aware of that. So I gotta fix that. It's actually, it doesn't look like it's gonna be that hard to fix, and I'm gonna take care of that this weekend as well. I actually, as you can see right now in PA, I don't have the inspection stickers on it, but I'm still within the 10-day period. The grace period. So pretty much the next weekend I'm going to take the car back into the shop that I work at, and I'm going to be doing some work to this to get it to pass inspection. I think the speedo, I got to figure that out, but I have an app on my phone that I can use. Right now I just kind of have it sort of figured out that around 3,000 RPM and overdrive is 65 to 70, and I'm in a 65 mile an hour zone, so I should be good. But yeah, I need to get the speedo fixed at some point. What was the other electrical gremlin? Oh, the brake light, the driver's side brake light. For some reason, it doesn't work as a brake light, but if I turn on my parking lights or my driving lights, then it turns on. But it doesn't turn on dim, it turns on high. It turns on high like I'm on the brakes. But yet, if I'm on the brakes, it doesn't illuminate at all. So I gotta sort that out. Pretty much everything that I'm gonna be doing this weekend, like, you know, fixing the floorboard, sorting out my brake light issue. What else? Oh, I'm gonna be swapping the steering wheel and the ignition cylinder. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I showed you guys previously, but the ignition cylinder is kind of fucked up. It doesn't always make connection with the starter, and it's definitely the ignition switch itself. And what's really weird is that when I turn the key to start it, it doesn't always click, doesn't even always crank, and I have to sort of fuck with the key a little bit, like actually, like, you know, pull it up and then slam it down, pull it up, slam it down, and then it'll connect, and then it'll start the car. And the other weird thing is, this is also another thing that I'm still confused by, and sort of a little bothersome, is there's a brand new ignition switch in the trunk of the car from the dealer with keys. Why wasn't that swapped in already? I don't know, but that's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so far Saturday it looks like swapping the steering wheel. I got a Grant steering wheel I'm going to put in. Pulling the gauge cluster out to try to problem solve that a little bit. Swapping the ignition cylinder out, fixing the floorboard, fixing my tail light circuitry, and trying to figure out where the power steering fluid leak is coming from. I actually got borrowed a UV light from work, so I'm going to be using that to try to problem solve it a little bit. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing that's how my Saturday is going to be spent. It's okay though. I actually enjoy working on my cars. It's fun. Alright guys, so here's a little bit of driving. Off here at the Brownstown exit. Alright guys, and gals.